What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, there's widespread reports and rumors that former unified three belt WBA, WBC, IBF welterweight world champion superstar boxer, who is top 10 pound for pound, still, in my opinion, best fighters in the world, and Errol "The Truth" Spence Jr., who is now 28 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 22 big wins by way of knockout, 33 years of age, 5'9.5", with a 72.5-inch arm reach. With that said, Errol Spence, he suffered the first major setback of his career, the first loss of his career, which took place July 29th, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena, when he took on, finally, a mega showdown with undefeated now 3-division world champion, former junior welterweight undisputed world champion, currently the reigning undisputed welterweight world champion, who is widely acknowledged and recognized as the #1 pound for pound best fighter in the world, in Terence "Bud" Crawford. Terence Crawford is now 40 wins, no losses, no draw, 31 big wins by way of knockout. He is 36 years of age, 5'8", with a 74-inch arm reach. With that said, Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, they finally fought in a highly anticipated fight. The biggest fight in 10 years, the most competitive fight on paper, 50-50, if there ever were one, in the last 40 years. And the fight turned out to be anything but that, as Errol Spence was dominating in a one-sided, lopsided fight. He got dropped in the second round, twice in the seventh round, and stopped in the ninth. With that said, Errol Spence is looking to the highly anticipated rematch for himself to get back on track and rectify what took place July 29th. And he activated his rematch clause. And now many people are speculating and rumors are running rampant about what adjustments can Errol Spence make to be successful. And one of those is now that Errol Spence, who has a stablemate, an Olympic gold medalist, 2-time unified heavyweight world champion, British superstar boxer, Anthony Joshua, whom they have formed and bond a relationship. Now, Anthony Joshua trains with Errol Spence's trainer, 2-time well-renowned trainer of the year, future Hall of Famer Derrick James. Derrick James has a lot of high-profile fighters now in his stable. And so right now, we got the reports that Anthony Joshua, who trains with Derrick James now, is already starting preparations and shaking out and, getting back in the groove of things. But he's back in his hometown in the United Kingdom, and he's working with, get this, his biggest rival's trainer, former trainer, in Ben Davidson. Okay? Ben Davidson used to train Anthony Joshua's biggest rival outside of Deontay Wilder and his hometown fellow countryman, Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. Ben Davidson used to train him. Now Tyson Fury is with Mr. Stewart. Okay? So with that said, he no longer trains with Ben Davis, but now it's being reported that Anthony Joshua is training with Ben Davidson just to, shake out. Not that he's parting ways with Derrick James, but he's just shaking out. Derrick James is occupied. Derrick James just had a fight last Saturday where he had his fighter, another high-profile fighter, and 3-time junior middleweight world champion, now former undisputed junior middleweight world champion, but still the unified junior middleweight world champion, superstar boxer, Jermell Ironman Charlo, who is 35 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw now, 19 wins by way of knockout. Jermell Charlo just fought Saul Canelo Alvarez last Saturday. Derrick James trains Jermell Charlo. Now we got wind that former lightweight, now junior welterweight, Mexican-American superstar title contender, King Ryan Garcia, who is 23 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 19 wins by way of knockout. He'll be making his ring return December 2nd, okay, as he's going to face off against Duarte in his ring return since losing to Gervonta Tank Davis April 22nd, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena. Not only that, this is his first fight under the tutelage of Derrick James. So Ryan Garcia is a fighter that Derrick James has to get prepared. And he also has undefeated lightweight star title contender Frank the Ghost Martin under his banner as well. So he has a lot of fighters that he's preparing to get back in the groove of things. And there's reports Anthony Joshua can make a ring return in December against Philip Hargrave, right? So there's a lot of fights that Derrick James have to be concerned himself with. And so now it's being stated that Errol Spence, preparing for this rematch with Terence Crawford, has now ventured off into the United Kingdom to get some tutelage and get some work in and start preparing for this rematch with Terence Bud Crawford. I don't know how much truth there is to this, but I don't have an issue with it. I think that Errol Spence should indeed explore as many options as possible to help prepare himself for a rematch with Terence Crawford. Errol Spence was outclassed in every department. The speed department, Terence Crawford was faster. The strength department, Terence Crawford was stronger. The footwork, Terence Crawford had better footwork. The jab, Terence Crawford had better jab. Timing, Terence Crawford had better timing. Accuracy, Terence Crawford was more accurate. Now I know a lot of people, they chalk it up to Errol Spence suffering the car accident. Errol Spence having the extensive layoffs, the weight cut, the weight drain, fighting at 147 too long. I know people attest to this as many reasons as to why Errol Spence simply didn't look like himself or was dominated in the fight. But nonetheless, Errol Spence needs to have new things, new ideas. Not saying sometimes too many hands in the pot spoils the meal. But what I am saying is there's no problem with Errol Spence exploring options. Not saying he has to part ways with Derrick James, because I don't advise that at all. What I'm saying is bring in fresh ears, fresh eyes to help, prepare you. Something new. Learn something different, okay? Get back with your old strength and condition coach, Blue Ray Fitness. You said that when you was with Blue Ray Fitness, you was a different type of strong as the fight went on. 11 wins, 11 knockouts. It's proven, right? As far as strategy goes, you see Jamel Charlo, he brings in Guzman, okay? He works with Mr. Guzman, who was a fighter, and he trains Jamel Charlo while Derrick James is focusing on other fighters until Derrick James is available. So there's nothing wrong with that. And for Errol Spence to go to, if this should be the case, I applaud it. Because to me, it just shows Errol Spence's dedication to being victorious in a rematch. I applaud it that Errol Spence is willing to do whatever it takes to be victorious against Terence Crawford. I applaud the fact that Errol Spence understands that changes have to be made. I applaud those things. Again, this is not to say that it's to be true. But if it were true, my thoughts, I don't have a problem with it. Going to the UK, let's say he's working with, because the reports is he's working with Anthony Joshua introducing him Ben Davis. Ben Davis is helping him give some pointers. Ben Davis has helped many other fighters. He's helped Devin Haney, but we know he's not Devin Haney's head trainer. Devin Haney had multiple trainers in his corner. You have guys like Coach Calvin Ford. He has Coach Kenny Ellis in the room with him, right? There's nothing wrong with having multiple eyes and ears to help you out with strategy. If you think you can do it by yourself, you're thinking wrong. When you look at Terence Crawford, he has Trainer of the Year, well-renowned trainer, possibly trainer this year, and Brian Bomac McIntyre, who will be back apparently tomorrow. He will be released and let back into the United States. Oddly enough, Bomac is in prison in jail in the United Kingdom. So it's said that he could be released tomorrow. But again, they have 4 trainers in Terence Crawford's corner. And it's ironic because Derrick James attests to this in the build-up in the press conference for Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, where he said, you don't do that. You ain't the trainer. You got 4 trainers. And Bomac responded by saying, yeah, I have a whole team because we can't do it by ourselves. And then look at the outcome, right? So it would be great for Errol Spence to have more eyes and ears. If he want to get some, pointers and tips from a fresh set of eyes and a fresh set of ears and lips, and they're telling him something different and just giving him, making it new, feel fresh, the more the merrier. The more the merrier. So let's see how it unfolds, and we'll find out sooner or later whether there's some truth to it or not. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at BlueBloodSportsTV, all one word. So all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.